It's our off-air pod show, it's our off-air pod show. All love Dota, blah blah blah, Fran på Joe.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I hear you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan
Yeah.
och spelar lite Dota.
Back into it, baby, for the second quarter of this calendar year. I am Liam. This is the Off-Air Podcast. Ben!
Hello there, one order of business.
Sweet. I have a couple. Probably should have flagged that before I introduced you.
That's all right. That's starting to catch on.
Yeah.
It's just taking a while to
Yeah, it's
tease.
fine. Yeah, totally fine. We have Belle.
Hello, flagging one point of business.
Okay. Producer Andy. Notable absence. Producer Whitney.
Hey, how are you?
Taking his spot. Got fired over the holidays. Producer Tina.
Hello.
And Prod Jack.
Hello, business.
Everyone's in. Whitney, this music and intro confusing you a little bit,
Yeah,
I'd
I've
imagine,
got
right about now?
absolutely no idea what's going
It's
on.
a lot to
You
explain.
ever played Dota, Whitney?
No.
Yeah.
Can't say I have.
It was
Ne-
explained
neither
in the
have I,
last
actually,
episode,
yeah.
but
It's a
yeah.
whole thing.
So the intro, we update the intro with the last thing we spoke about, basically, that's taken off.
It's a good reset for new podcast listeners,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine pretty soon the doorstop will sort of... There it is.
Could I start with my point of business quickly?
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
it's about
Yeah,
that
straight-
intro.
Yeah, feel free.
Flagging, if Andy's off for the rest of the week, does that mean we have to be with that intro for the rest
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
would
no one
say so.
can touch the
I don't think
intro.
anyone knows how to change it, to be honest.
Could we put
Andy-
a request
Andy
in?
changes-
I know he's like MIA on a boat and stuff.
I'd love
Like,
I'd love a Plinth Aston Cruise TikTok for the new intro.
I don't. He said he doesn't have access to internet, but he has Messenger.
Correct.
Oh, so he's
So,
a liar.
Yeah, which didn't make sense because if
but
you
it
have
does.
internet, you have internet.
He said that. He's like, guys, I won't have internet or phone for a week, but I have Messenger. And I want to be like,
Sounds like he's taking the piss.
Yeah. I also imagine on a cruise, which is what he's on. I imagine cruise has a very good internet.
totally.
I would think.
It's 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
No,
he's
but that's
not-
the main thing. They got COVID and good internet. That's what those cruises are known for.
Specialised.
So yeah, no, Andy's just on a cruise, having a week off. Must be, very nice having a leisurely week off whilst we're all working hard. And that's why the wonderful Whitney is helping us out.
Oh,
and you've worked in radio. Like, tell us some of the shows you've worked on.
I have.
You've been around.
I actually started at Kyle and Jackie O, my very first radio gig.
Not heard of them.
Yeah.
Are they doing well?
I was
or-
only there for a very brief
Okay.
period of
Like
time.
many people are at 7
And then I went on to a show with Matt Tilley and Michelle Laurie.
Yes. Yep.
And then from there went to Triple M and I worked with Jane Kennedy and Mick Malloy. And then I stuck on with Malloy for 4 years. And for the last 2 years, I've been at the Rush Hour with JB and Billy.
So there's a lot of radio royalty there, and now you're on Ben Lehman Bell's off-air podcast with us. So this must be the dizzying highs.
It's
and
my
the
honour. Thank you for having me this
and
week.
how is this? I mean, this is literally the first few hours of sort of work together. How
Yeah.
is this sort of matched up to some of those huge shows you've worked on? Is it very like different or same radio?
Well, I've literally been here a couple of hours, so
literally,
I'm
yeah.
just like observing and
Okay.
taking everything in.
I'm keen to
so-
get your thoughts throughout the week. 'Cause
Can
this
we-
it's like we're having a fresh,
Yeah, at the end of the week, we'll get a review of the show.
Okay,
It's
let's
just like,
do
yeah.
end of week.
If you
End
were to
of
sort of
week
do a
review.
biopsy and be like, why do you do that? And
I would
like,
love to know.
Shouldn't we do that
I would love to
tomorrow?
know who's the weakest team member and who's the
No,
strongest.
I don't do
Yeah.
that.
Well, we'll
Well, we-
find
we
out on
do-
Team Member of the Week.
Yeah.
We do.
That's true. You get start thinking of things that people have done throughout the week. We do a team member of the week at the end, and
Okay.
so you can downvote someone if you think someone's been awful, or if you
Very toxic
or if you're like, oh, that was really great. I love Tina. You did that thing
I've
this
been-
week, or whatever it may be. You
Yeah,
can-
great.
It's not that bad. I've been on shows where when you leave the show, you have to do you're stranded on a desert island and you have to vote people off in the order of how much you don't like them.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should do that.
We should do that.
It's called Survivor.
brutal.
And,
Yeah.
is this kind of like when, like, Whitney's been around, she's like a legend of the radio game. It's kind of like when an A-League team gets like a European
like
superstar.
a European. Yeah.
Like when Sydney
I'm
got Del
very
Piero.
flattered, but you're going a bit over the top. But I'm very flattered. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we've got the salary cap on like a Brazilian import for 6 games or something. But yeah, no, we just had a little quick week off there.
Yeah, so my order of business was while we were off for the week, we did the topic tennis, did 5
yeah.
rounds. Liam, you were the winner of that. Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you. And I liked what Corey put in the Ben Lehman Bell Alpha Squad, which is our secret Facebook page.
Yep.
You can join at any time. I think I dubbed Bell as Bell McEnroe Jackson in one of the episodes. And he's got a photo there of John McEnroe,
Oh, yeah.
famous
He liked that
harumpha.
post, yeah.
And he's just put some of your quotes from that series. How's this fair? Why would you do that? It's effing bullshit. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sick of this whole thing. So there's some direct quotes
And
there
that's
from
just
Bell
today's show.
throughout the topic tennis journey. But yes, as we learned,
I love doing topic tennis.
Yeah.
I think it's a great series we do, and I love that we do something while we're on holidays that's original content that's as good as the regular off-air pod. So if you haven't listened to topic tennis yet, please go back and listen to all
Also,
five.
major controversy in that last episode.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Andy would, and if he didn't challenge, he would have won. I think we went back and confirmed that after.
Yeah, and listening back to it, I listened to it on driving from Adelaide to Melbourne and back, and then started playing topic tennis just in the car. And it's actually a very fun game where
it is.
people
It's
don't
a
want to
great
throttle
game.
each other.
Thinking of games, I mean, Ben's got his point of business.
That's
I've
what I
also
just
got
did it.
business.
Oh,
I've also got business.
topic
tennis.
tennis. Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah, sorry.
Was your business just how good was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's good to. It's
My
good to
point of
make
business
it
with that was that I did find that the volume was a little bit weird in some of the episodes, and I wanted to talk to you, Jack, about that because I just don't know what
Well,
was
guess
going
who's
on.
not here? Scudder.
Yeah, I know. I listened to 2 episodes and they were really quiet and I could barely hear anything.
Right.
And then the ones that we recorded in a different studio were loud.
Well, maybe that's got something to do with it.
Well,
They
it
were
could be on Ben then.
no, it's on the studio infrastructure
Oh,
because
okay.
even when we are in there, it sounds different. In Studio 2, it sounds different.
We were in a different studio.
I'm not an
That's
audio engineer, so I'm very sorry. I will take what's coming to me because yes, I uploaded them, but I do not pretend to be an audio engineer. So
suppose
I
the-
apologize.
Could be a
if they were
downvote
big.
coming for Jack from Bell.
I literally did the topical doc today.
yeah.
Oh, well.
And you
yes.
said it was good.
It was good. It was a good topical doc.
Too thorough, even. There was a lot in there.
Should I make it worse? Should I? Do you want me to do it tomorrow or not?
I appreciate it.
I thought it was really
nice.
good. Yeah, I thought it was a good job.
I also like how
stepped
Bell bought everyone coffees. That's so.
Yes, so
that,
thank
that
you.
could
Thank
be
you, Bell.
something
Thank
where
you,
Whitney, you might go, oh, that's actually above and beyond sort of stuff. That could be seen as a team member of the
Whitney
week.
didn't
Yeah,
get
so
one.
so
Whitney didn't get one. Okay.
No,
we'll go with
that was because I said no, I'll get my own. But
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got to
Vote
be
to Bell.
careful when you're voting in Team Member of the Week. You can't vote for someone if they've done something that fits in the confines of their job. So Bell getting coffees for
right.
everyone, that's
That's
going
an
above.
extra.
That's an extra mile.
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Jack doing topical doc,
Going
not
above
any,
and beyond.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, oh, Ben did a good job on the buttons this week.
That's my
a good
job.
So
Yeah.
Bell actually
Okay.
messaged and said, "I'm getting copies. Who would like one?" Did you slap my phone away, Tina? No, you saw it. You saw it falling, and then you tried to grab it.
stressed.
Okay, I
Sorry.
see. Yeah, I thought it was a cheese.
really?
Keep your hands to yourself, Tina. But when Bell put a message in the group chat, and Ben said, she said, "Would you like a coffee?"
Yeah, I'm going to get coffees. What would you
And
like?
Ben said, "Surprise me." And I also said, "Oh, I like surprises." And when I walked in, I said, "Oh, I thought the surprise was going to be you didn't get me one."
Yeah.
Just because I thought that would be funny.
Yeah.
I was sort of glad I had the coffee, but.
Yeah.
And then everyone laughed because apparently everyone complained about, in one way or another. Bell was very nice and gave everyone a
do you know
coffee.
what?
I spent
My-
$25 and all I got was complaints.
My
back
order of
from
business-
Tina.
Yeah, I did
Tina was
not
the only
complain.
grateful
No,
person.
my order of business is there was a group chat created with Whitney for this week, and I'm the only one not in.
You bring that up with Andy.
I'm like, I get it, like producer stuff. I'm not a quote unquote normal producer, but like, you put it in that chat, Bell.
Which also Andy made that chat, which was also a big dog move on his part because he's not here, but he made the chat with him in it as well, so he can just keep an eye on
Oh,
everything.
right. Because he's got Messenger but not internet. So like he can watch what we're doing.
He just wrote like group chat for next week, and I was like, that's weird.
I suppose
He's in it.
the real question is, did anyone get around to getting across the June franchise during the holidays?
Okay, can I flag this straight off the bat?
Yeah,
it's
Jack,
not
go
a
for it.
franchise
It is a franchise.
It's
It's two
two-
movies and it's
Yeah, no,
6
no.
books. So
Yeah,
how is
no.
that not a franchise?
because it's one story.
No, it's not.
The June movie that's out
Is from the first book, yes,
yeah, I
and
know,
then
but
June
you're
Messiah.
not asking people to read the books. You're telling them to see the movies.
Well, I'm reading the book now.
Okay,
No,
so
yeah.
Frank.
No, I literally am. I am.
There he is.
Frank Herbert's original 1964 novel.
I
I
can
have it.
tell
I'll
you
bring
who
it in
wrote a
tomorrow
lot
if
of
you don't
books. It
believe
doesn't
me.
mean I'm reading.
No, Frank Herbert wrote them all.
I love
I've
if
got
you
a
could go
dictionary,
back
doesn't mean I
through
read them. Yeah.
Liam's book catalogue, right? If you could go into Liam's brain, you would see
I think-
the most. So in order of books he's read, it
Yep.
would be the one you just said, June.
Yes.
It would be The Barefoot Investor.
Got
Correct.
It
He
would
read,
be Carl Sandilands' book,
Scandalans. He's got it.
You read Christian O'Connell's book for like 5 years straight because every time we
I'm a
asked
slow
what you were
reader.
reading, he
No one
said-
listens to your dad's show. It's called. It's a good radio book. If you get a
Every
chance.
time you're like, I'm reading Christian O'Connell's book. I was like, still?
Yeah, and now I'm going to, and it's a how is it not a franchise?
No,
It's
but I'm
like
saying
a
it's
textbook
like
franchise.
No. has anyone gotten around the Dune franchise when you're telling people to watch Dune Part 1 and Dune Part
Whitney,
2,
have
which
you
is the
seen
same
Dune?
story?
No, I've got absolutely no interest in seeing Dune.
In 2 movies.
None. I don't get it.
Your book selections are rank.
Oh, God.
You got such bad.
How's
I
that
read
rank?
those books. I'm kind of in line with
Thank
you
you.
with those books.
Well, and thank you to Jackie Humphreys and Wilhelm, who both saw June and posted it in the Alpha Squad. And I put a little
You
comment
should-
back
you
there
should start a
with my
book.
Finsta, Crime and Chris. I
Yeah.
said, Lisan Al-Gaib, you would know what that is if you've seen the movie. Should
You
seen
should
it
get
by
a
now.
sticker, like a
And he
Liam
said,
sticker.
my Insta algorithm is just Paul Muad'Dib Atreides hype up. I know the one he's talking about. It's this edit, right? Of
I don't know what you're talking
no,
about.
it's just this
Literally
edit.
a bunch of words.
So it's Timothy Chalamet, and it's like him from Willy Wonka, and it's like, ladies and gentlemen from the Gallery Gourmet, and then it cuts into a scene from June. He's like, my name is Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. Yeah. Okay.
Andy did, update. Andy's
Yep.
DM'd me a picture.
Has he?
So he
Of
must
him-
have some internet.
He does because he has a messenger.
Yeah, no, but like sometimes like there's enough bandwidth to get a message through. That's just text. But if you're trying to like upload a TikTok, it can be a
But I
bit.
just feel like a commercial
playing arrows
cruise
on the
ship
cruise.
is going to have
Totally.
decent internet.
We should try
Also,
and...
sorry, just Liam's whole moment there.
Yeah.
Whitney's like whole radio career and everything she's done just flashed to get in my head, and then now she's now.
What have I done to get here?
Nice. I mean,
love
the
it.
third
You just
movie
picked
will
up
come
your
out,
phone
and then you'll
sent off a
go...
message, and I think the message is "Get me out." I'm done.
No, it wasn't.
You'll go, oh, I feel like such an idiot. I wish I got onto June earlier. Like
Side
Lance.
note for the radio show, you
Yeah.
should do Liam's book club, and
Yeah,
you
have a sticker.
We're
The
all
same
reading
book
Frank
for 4
Herbert's-
years. How are we going now?
Sandy Lands again, or whatever
yeah.
the hell.
The
it's
thing
called.
that scares a lot of people off about June is a lot of language, a lot of lingo you need to get around.
you're a bit
you know.
mature reader.
That's
Have
it.
you
You're going to be
read-
a really mature
Have
reader
you
like
read
me.
Lord of the Rings?
Nah.
Have you
haven't
read
got
Harry
around to it.
Potter?
Nah.
Well, that's
I
easy.
find that wild. You're such a
Yeah.
pothead, and then you.
What about
never read
audiobooks?
it.
Do you do audiobooks?
I'm very dyslexic. It takes me a long time to
Well,
read
that's why I'm
things.
suggesting audiobooks because they're good. I've got
Yeah.
Audible.
Yeah, well, Stephen Fry does the Harry Potter ones. doesn't
Yeah,
he?
the-
I would
They're
also
definitely
say
British
if
ones.
you
I listen
do
to
an audiobook, you can't say you read the book.
No, you can't.
No, you can because
I reckon you can.
No,
No, you
they did a
cannot.
study
No.
where your brain reacts exactly the same to listening to it to
Yeah, but
reading.
you
it.
can, I don't
Yeah,
care about
but-
that. But you can't say I read the book.
Yeah, you didn't sit
You can say
down
I
and
listened
turn
to.
the pages.
Yeah, but
You
you
can say
consume the
you can say
book.
I know the book. You can say I'm familiar
I
with it,
listened
but
to
you
the
can't
book.
say
I
I've
might-
read it.
I listened
You
to
can
the
say I
book.
listened to the book.
Yeah.
I've listened to an audiobook and then bought the physical book just because I like that
But
as
you
a bit of an
can't
art
tell
piece.
guests in your home that you read that.
You think I have guests in my home?
I would like.
Jack is it?
I would like to do a thing where I like listen to an
Excuse me,
audio book,
Belle?
like
Yeah.
Audible, like is on in my ears, and I just sit in airports and stuff with the book and just flip through the pages every like few 30 seconds. So it's like,
You could do that.
you could, and everyone would be like,
nothing wrong with that.
They'd be like, "Oh, Frank Herbert's 1964 original Dune, a dense book. This is a man of culture,
A lot of language.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like the Quizash Hararach is the same as the Lisan Al Gaib.
Yeah.
Is the same as the Meta. It's all the same thing, but you know it can be very confusing for a first-time reader.
It's
a lot of
basically
heavy
June is,
content in
June
there, you know?
is Star Wars, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was Star Wars before Star Wars, which is kind of cool. I'm actually realizing that now. Like, the more I'm like reading, I'm like, shit, man.
Well,
George
Star
Lucas
Wars,
is a big fraud.
Star
He just
Wars-
stole
Wait,
the
hang on,
shit.
when was Dune written?
And then J.K. Rowling stole the
60s.
shit from George Lucas. Similar story.
well,
People compare
George
Star
Lucas
Wars
was
to Harry
never.
Potter?
no, it's just the same. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's the-
kid
the-
who
it's
is
the
like the
fairy tale,
chosen
yeah.
one to overcome evil. Like,
That's
it's
just
sort of
Jesus,
the-
isn't it?
Oh my god, that's deep.
Yeah, it is deep. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Stories just
point.
repeat themselves.
Maybe it's
You got a
just,
point.
Yeah.
There's something to it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, if you wind it back, it's all just Old Testament, New Testament.
Well, it's like
Everyone's
how.
just
You
ripping
could
off
say
the
that's
next
Lion
guy.
King as well.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Lion
you
King
could.
is Hamlet.
You could say that's Tarzan.
Yep.
Kind of.
Lion
No,
King
but
is,
I would
is
say
Shakespeare.
specifically Dune and Star Wars. There's a lot of comparisons, and I'd be more than happy to do it. It's a 2 to 3
breakdown.
hour podcast.
Belle, it's important
on-
to me that you know that.
Wait, Harry Potter is the same as well.
Oh, I said.
Oh yeah,
that.
you did. Sorry.
Belle, it is
Yep,
important
ignore
to me
me.
that you know that Lion King is actually Shakespeare. It's like She's the Man is Shakespeare as well.
Wait, what?
Oh, it is,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And that new movie with Sydney Sweeney was
Jack.
as well.
Lion King was based on Hamlet. It's basically the story of Hamlet.
What?
I didn't know that. I must admit.
That
Where are
is the first time I've
hyenas?
ever heard that.
Yeah, that's.
If you strip it back,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the story of Hamlet.
So what's She's the Man?
Oh, I can't remember that one off the top of my head. Give me a sec.
Yeah. You're looking at me, I don't know.
because it felt like you were building up to have a run at it,
I was
Tina.
just remembering, but no, I can't.
It is.
She's the man's Amanda Bynes, right? And
Yes.
the soccer
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a good one.
Twelfth Night by Shakespeare is the exact same story as She's the Man.
What
in
is
a, in a
that?
modern
Playing
modern-
soccer?
No, it's about pretending to. It's a gender bender basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. And they
Well,
put
you
that
could
in a
say
modern
that
setting.
about
No, okay, but the stories are the same. You can't say that because you've not read these things.
Yes, no, that's fair. Okay.
Do we want to do that thing to round out the pod where we all say a thing from our holiday, like one thing?
Yeah. could
Three
do that.
words. Three words.
Or
Are we clickbaiting?
yeah, okay, yeah, you could do the 3-word thing where it's just
And
like
we get
3
to hear
words,
one
just
story?
like yeah.
Do we then elaborate on the best one that we want to hear?
We
like we
pick
did last time?
one person's
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
that we like.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
always
wanna tell
find
them,
that's a
okay.
fun. I know that wasn't really planned, but it's also just a fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
And Whitney, if the coolest
I'm just
story
going to
in.
observe.
Okay, that's fine. You can tap out. That's fine. I mean, it's frowned upon. You're probably going to get a dishonourable mention in Team Member of the Week, but that's fine.
I mean, once I see how the game goes, I'll see if I can. Yeah.
I'll go first with the headline. So 3 words.
Does it have to be an actual story headline, or can you just say 3 words that are part of your story?
Yeah, just go for it.
And then
cool,
do we vote which one we want to
I
hear?
think so. We just say, oh,
Yeah.
Ben's one was I want to know
Yeah,
more
yeah,
about
Because
that.
remember last time Tina said yours won
my
because you
trauma,
said
yeah.
yeah, and then we
Yeah.
heard the full
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
Nephew school bullying.
Oh,
But it could be
wow.
he could be the bully, and it could be like, oh.
What? That's fun.
No, but I'm just saying it's like,
Could have a message.
yeah, do you know what I mean? Let's not all just assume his nephew got bullied.
Yep.
What if his nephew's the bigger dog in the situation? You know what I mean? Like you're all assuming that Ben's nephew's
Yeah.
the one getting picked on.
Me now?
Yeah, Jake.
Night Out SB.
Who does the music programming here
Yeah.
at Nova?
I kind of do want to hear about your night out with
yeah.
him though.
Okay. Sydney Swans Fugazi.
Whoa.
Do you see? Can't
Don't
speculate.
elaborate,
Can't
mate.
speculate.
Don't
Cannot
elaborate.
speculate. Sorry.
I worked here.
Aww.
Yeah.
Boring. So did I.
Yeah, well, I didn't go out with SB, so
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I can't talk about it.
yeah.
Bell.
Outdoor bath mishap.
Sorry, that's about 30
That's a lot of words there. It's like Frank Herbert's novel. I'm
Hang
sorry.
on.
That's,
Outdoors one word.
Outdoors, one word.
The way you said it.
said
you sort of
You
said
said it
it.
like
You sort of said it with
four
a
words. You broke it
sound.
up
You
in
said
syllables.
outdoor. Yeah.
Bar
broke-
mishap.
Oh,
You broke
sorry.
it down in syllables.
Yeah.
Outdoor bar mishap.
Okay.
Yep, okay.
Outdoor bath mishap.
I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
God, that was a good 3-word hook.
I mean,
They're all pretty good. I would like to hear all of them at some point.
yeah.
Tina's.
Yeah, Tina's out
The
of
office
the...
gospel for the week, you know.
I think Tina's out of the loop.
Yeah.
Tina is good with
Unfortunately.
office goss though because she's across the
is.
sales and
This is
production.
true.
She's
I
Telling
think
me gossip
mine.
if
I
anyone's
think
listening.
if you're familiar with restaurants in Adelaide, I'm pretty sure you'd just be able to work mine out.
Yeah, yours
That's
would
what I
be you
tried to
saw a Sydney
speculate. Yeah.
Swans player at Fugazi, the restaurant.
Oh,
It's a bit better.
see, I
Than,
didn't know
it's a
what
little bit
Fugazi
better than
was.
that, but I can't elaborate too much at the moment. I would like to know what happened with that bath. I mean, maybe unless you just fell out of it, I'd be a bit let down if you just fell out.
I'm
Or if it was
assuming
raining.
there was like a bath, an outside bath, and
Yep.
someone saw you in the
There's
bath.
also that.
There's not. Can I be a nice
Yeah, no, you
person?
go for
Shock.
it. Yeah.
I might take myself out of the running because I don't think it's as. I'm great. It was a great hook, but I don't think it's as substantial.
That's fine.
Yeah. I must admit, when you said yours, I feel like I got the whole story.
I feel like I'm
Yeah,
most.
because you know
Yeah.
who that is.
Yeah, but I want to know what
It's-
you guys did.
It's funny that I went out with him.
Yeah.
That SB, yeah, who
Yeah.
mixed the music here, Scott Baker.
And he's very fun. He's like
He is.
low key,
He's fun.
like
He's cool. He
partier.
knows lots of cool music.
It's got a
I
DJ.
am sort of keen to hear Ben's. I must admit, I want to know if
I want to know if
his
it's a
nephew
happy
was the
ending.
bully or the. But yeah, I kind of need to know.
And we'll get Bell and Liam's story, and even Jack's throughout the week.
Potentially.
Maybe we hook Ben's for tomorrow.
Yeah, if there's enough demand on the Alpha Squad to hear the other stories.
Maybe I'll put a poll up saying which story do you want to hear.
I'm going to vote for
Do we all
Ben's,
vote
I think.
now?
Yeah,
I'm going to vote for Ben's.
I go Ben.
I'm going to vote for Bell.
I'm voting for Belle.
Bell.
Whoa, Bell, you get
Voted-
the deciding vote.
Oh.
No, actually, I haven't voted yet.
Yeah, I want to vote for Jax.
I graciously took myself out of the
I mean,
running.
Ben could put it in a three-way.
I want to hear Liam's.
Shit. Okay, so
Hang on.
so that's 2 for Ben. So it's a Ben Bell rock
Rock off. Yeah.
So
for
Ben
who
and
tells
Bell,
the
you guys just
And
have
the
a rock.
winner
And the
tells
winner-
their
yeah,
story.
The winner tells their story.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready, Bell?
I'm so sorry.
Bell
Whitney.
wants to lose this.
No, don't.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, I beat
Bell.
Bell.
Sorry.
Yeah, I beat Bell. I went rock, she went scissors. So in Adelaide for Easter, over the holiday break, caught up with my little nephews, which is awesome. They get to see them very often.
How old are they?
They vary. They vary in the age.
No,
Don't
this
the
is the
age.
other thing about Ben. I swear to God, in the last 4 years, you
Sorry.
say, how old are they? And they've stayed the same.
I've derailed it. Sorry.
No, they vary. So she's
There's
got,
a lot of them.
My sister Bianca's got 4 boys, and so you've got Jackson, who's the youngest. Then you've got Isaac. Then you've got Mason, and you've got Lockie. And Lockie has just started middle school, which is kind of high school. It's in the middle. And
like
so,
What year is it?
well,
So they call it middle school.
Year 7, yeah, but I never had middle school, so I always had
Yeah.
primary
Yeah, I don't know
school
what
And then high school.
Yeah, so with
Yeah,
public school,
primary and high school.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. So, but a lot of schools these days do middle school.
I had middle school.
So
Maybe it's more of a name.
I finished
I think
primary
that's
school in year 5, and then I did 6, 7. Hang on.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Year 9, yep. And then
And
high
then
school was 10,
10,
11,
Are they
12.
different
Yeah.
buildings, like different
Yeah.
locations?
Different
That's
buildings.
Then
so
that
weird.
counts to call it
That's
something different, in my
American,
opinion.
isn't it?
It feels
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is
like
American,
it feels a bit
yeah.
American, yeah.
I think it was, for us, I think it was our school trying to get kids to go to the bigger campus and then probably charge them more. I don't know.
I
Okay.
think I want to hear
Who
about
knows?
the bullying.
And so he started in middle school at a new school they hadn't been to before. And I don't know how the topic came up, but none of the other kids believed him that I was his uncle. And so
Ben from the Ben Lehman Bell off-air podcast.
and so they were all
Topic tennis.
they were like, I guess they were saying like, we don't believe you, no way Ben from Nova is
As if
your
you could be
uncle.
Jen
Yeah.
Harvey.
And then one of the kids supposedly he was telling me, he said, and then one of the kids said, yeah, right, and Belle's my mum.
Cop that. Cop
be.
that, dude.
How old
for
are they
anyone,
again?
for anyone
Yeah.
listening, Lockie is my nephew, and
That's so
I took a
funny.
photo with him for his Snapchat, and he put it on his. I don't use Snapchat.
Snap.
And they
Sorry.
said, bullshit, that's a filter. That's like the, I've seen the dog ears. That's the Ben Harvey Nova filter. We've all seen it.
You're not that big a celeb that they shouldn't
Oh,
believe you. Because it's
yeah.
Adelaide.
I
Everyone's
know.
related to each other. Like,
know.
it's so believable.
I know.
Do you reckon there's going to be one guy that was part of the quote-unquote bullying
Yeah.
group that even after hearing this, go, no,
You
absolutely
won't believe it. Yeah.
Still no.
I
That's
just,
AI.
I went and I felt bad because Lockie was telling me about it, and when he said what the other kid said about Belle being his mum, I laughed.
I feel like he got you
Which I
so
feel
bad,
like
dude. You should leave middle school.
transported him
You should leave.
Dude,
Belle's my
you
mum.
change schools, man.
Dude, there's no coming back from that, dude. That was such a sledge. That's so smart of that kid. How old is that kid?
that on your
Only in
intro?
year
Can I
seven?
call him? Can you give me his number?
dude.
He's a cool
It's
kid.
our
Give him a job at Nova.
Belle is my mum.
Anyway,
Wonderful. That was good. I think well picked. Well picked.
And
I
can
mean,
we
I'm
hear-
sure
can
yours
we
would have
hear
been great
Belle's
as well,
tomorrow?
Belle.
Belle's tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so.
You pretty much work it out, but yeah.
No, I want to hear it tomorrow.
Was I kind of close? Ben was kind of close.
No, but I feel like
Yeah.
if you tell
Yeah.
it, it'll give us a bit more pizzazz and a bit more zhuzh.
Yeah. I could probably do it on air, though. I
Okay.
guess.
oh, maybe do it.
I think yours could have been on air, to be
I
honest.
had it planned for it on air, but then you did what you did, and I thought I had to have something, so then I just did that.
That was such a good one. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I know.
Ah,
It
you
could still
burnt
be
it.
it could still be a phoner.
We could cut it and try and play it on air.
Oh no, I think I wasted it. I'm so sorry.
We'll leave you on that edit. Yeah, Whitney, you just cut 3 voices out of that one. That'd
And
be
make
great.
sure it's
Thank
really,
you.
really quiet.
All right.
Good stuff,
God bless
guys.
you.
Well done. Well done.